better look at Woods Hole Shelter here this morning. Thank goodness the rain has stopped. What a day yesterday. Poured rain all day. That was a great way to get my feet wet with my rain gear. As I had thought, with a full day of rain, everything eventually, well, now, you know, I can't say everything soaked through. My helium jacket kept my shirt dry. One mistake I made out of camp yesterday morning was I didn't put my rain pants on to begin with. And I started out thinking, hey, I had all these hopes that the rain was going to blow out. 15 minutes in, it started dumping. So I love my trekking umbrella. That was really a godsend yesterday. And hitting some of them big hills, it allowed me to pull my hood off, my hat off, vent some of that heat through the top. So that was awesome. So here we are, day number 4, everybody. I'm still here, hiking 0.5 back to the trailhead from Woods Hole Shelter, and then I'm going to go ahead and head north and finish the ascent of Blood Mountain. Pretty nice morning here so far, and that would have been a spectacular view from the shelter area had the fog cleared out. Great spirits. Everything is going great so far, everyone. My rickety knees are feeling great, and I'm grateful for that. My goodness. And I feel like this sickness that I've had has moved on out, and all is well. So I couldn't be happier. So we'll get up Blood Mountain, and hopefully we'll have a view up there. Hopefully some of this stuff blows out. It's supposed to start raining again around lunchtime. It's my hope to be in the Neel Gap by then, having some frozen pizza for lunch. So we'll see how that goes. And I've talked to some of the other guys here, a group of nobos. We're all heading north. We're talking about splitting a cabin at Blood Mountain Cabins, and that should be a great evening. A little bit better accommodations than the hostel at Mountain Crossings. So head up the trail, and I plan to share a view along the way and from the top of Blood Mountain. It's a great day, everyone. While I'm getting a little break here in the elevation, I was able to finally get online last evening with good cell phone signal. I was able to research an update for the missing hiker down here. As of last night, sadly, they called off the search in the evening, and they were supposed to pick it back up this morning. And I believe it's 3 days in, they have not found this individual. And I am praying that this gentleman was able to get down off the mountain. And apparently he did have a health issue. And I'm praying he got down off the mountain and somebody picked him up. And maybe he's safely in a hospital someplace, or someplace safe. But they did find his gear. Had helicopters, searchers, dogs. Everyone out trying to find this guy. But if he hasn't found safety yet, especially with the rain all day yesterday, this is not going to be good. Sadly, it seems like something sad has been happening like this each year. So I'm hoping he is found safe and he can get back to his family. So that was straight from a news source down here in Georgia. As of last evening, that would be Tuesday evening, I believe, February 18th was the last update for that. Here we are, everybody. I can't believe I'm here. Blood Mountain Shelter on top of Blood Mountain. It's my understanding this is the oldest shelter on the Appalachian Trail. And this is the highest elevation on the AT in the state of Georgia. Let's look at this together. Look at how beautiful that is. Looks like we're flying above the clouds. One thing you're going to hear me say a million times out here is I can't believe I'm here. I just can't believe I'm living this dream. Let's take a look around. Let's show you around inside, everyone. Used to be a fireplace in here, but they've since blocked that up. This is a 2-room, what used to be, I imagine, a type of cabin. Once upon a time had windows, of course. But there was one of our fellow Nobos who made a regrettable choice of sleeping in here last evening, and with all the rain and the wind gust, the wind just blows right through here. So he had a very wet evening, but all things considered, he was in great spirits this morning. And it's just one of those experiences that'll walk with you a lifetime. Say hello to Random, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Rocking it out. Get some more views. And here's a view to the east. That first view was to the west. I'm so grateful for this view. I did not expect this today. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I waited a long time to climb this mountain, everyone. Climb wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And in this first section of trail, my biggest worry, my biggest concern is what lies north of the shelter. There's going to be about a 2-mile descent, 2+ mile descent into Neel Gap at Mountain Crossings. Really looking forward to making it to that area. And it's my understanding that it's about a 2-mile drop out of here, and it's very treacherous, almost straight down with lots of rocks. And the rocks are still wet here today. And I even already slipped up here getting up on one of these rock faces, so I'm gonna try to be ultra careful heading down. One thing I want to mention, day 4 into this, at this point, none of my videos have aired as of this point in time. And I was able to get a couple updates just real quick on my community tab on YouTube and post on Instagram yesterday. And when I was laying in that shelter last evening, Woods Hole Shelter, poured all day, I was soaking wet. Was able to get into some dry clothes and get fed and get comfortable. And I had good cell phone signal. So I was able to get online and catch up on some social media, and had an opportunity to read all the wonderful comments that everybody has been posting about my hike, and can't tell you how much I appreciate those comments, the wishes of good luck, and those prayers. I really appreciate the prayers as well, because it's going to take a lot of good luck, and I know God's on my side, walking beside me during this journey. So I'll respond to all those comments as quickly as I can. I'll at least like or love them. Just want you to know that I'm reading every one of them, and I can't say thank you enough. And also family who's been contacting my sweetheart at home, El Toro. She's been filtering those comments to me that you're calling and checking on me and you're wishing me well, and that's just like throwing another log on the fire for me when I read that stuff. And I'm thinking about the next day, and I'm trying to restore my body and get ready for the next section of trail. So getting things set here and getting ready to continue to push north, and going to be doing what's called a Nero today. And what a Nero is, it's what hikers a term for a near 0 day of hiking. So I hope to get down here to Neel Gap, get my resupply box, and get my clothes washed, and the rest of the day will be spent resting, and then I'll get up and hit the trail again tomorrow. A 0 day would be if I stayed overnight and then stayed there a second day and didn't hike at all the second day. So just sharing a little terminology when you hear me say Nero or 0 day. So let's get trekking, everyone. I just can't get enough of these views up here, everyone. It's absolutely amazing up here. Brandon and I are finishing up the descent in the mountain crossings, and although we can't see it, we can hear the highway. We know we're close. Here we are, people. Mountain crossings. The Neel Gap. Here at Neel Gap, you'll notice there's no S on the Neel Gap. However, that wooden sign at the trailhead actually said Neels Gap, so the debate continues. And here is the infamous Tree of Souls. This very point on the Appalachian Trail, an average of 20% of the hikers quit at this very point in the trail, and they toss their hiking boots and hiking shoes into the trees. And I can tell you one thing right now, these shoes right here are not coming off of my feet until they rot off. There is no quit in me. Let's take a look around, everyone. How's it going, man?
How are you?
Good. Happy to make it.
Welcome home.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. A lot of history in here, everybody. Souvenir and supply central. I wish I could spend a couple $100 here, but I can't carry it.
You carry the altars, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I don't have that many miles on these yet.
If you guys need to shake down, get some new gear, when you get here, this is the spot for sure. Take good care of you in here. Very, very, very cool. They have absolutely everything here.
So you want the pizza?
I want the pizza.
Get the pizza.
I'm gonna get the
What
pizza.
kind of pizza? You
How about
get?
pizza with lots of everything on it?
The Supreme or green?
The Supreme, the green one? I'm colorblind.
The green.
All right, the green one.
That's got olives on it.
The pizza. Awesome.
Have it here and take it with me.
Heading in the Blood Mountain Cabins for a little R&R. All right, tonight these are the accommodations. Blood Mountain Cabins. Chilling here to see with Car Hop, Hello, and Dakota. Getting ready to fire up that frozen pizza a little bit later.